10 vegetables you can still plant in August even if it's hot. If you're looking at your garden right now and thinking it's way too hot to plant anything, don't give up on August just yet. There are vegetables you can still start this month even while summer is hanging on. And depending on where you live, some of them can give you another harvest before frost arrives. But here's the part I don't want you to miss. You should not treat all 10 vegetables the same way. Some can handle the heat and should be planted now. Some are better started in a protected place while the worst heat passes. And some are only a good choice if you still have enough time before your first frost. So today I'm going to make this simple. I'll show you 10 vegetables you can still plant in August, and for each one, I'll tell you what to do with it, what to watch out for, and whether I'd plant it directly outside or give it a little protection first. And if you're an older gardener who doesn't want to waste seeds, fight the heat unnecessarily, or create more work than you need, that's exactly what we're going to focus on. Before we get into the list, remember just 3 things. First, know your first expected frost date. You don't need an exact prediction. You need a reasonable estimate of when frost normally arrives where you live. Then compare that with the days to maturity on the seed packet. A crop that needs 50 days is a very different proposition for someone with 80 days left than it is for someone with only 55. Second, look at your temperatures. If you're dealing with repeated 90-degree days or even hotter conditions, don't assume that because something appears on an August planting list, it belongs in the ground today. And third, remember that starting a crop in August doesn't always mean direct sowing it outside. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is start it in a tray or small container where you can control moisture and afternoon heat, then move it outside when conditions improve. With that in mind, let's get into the crops. 1. Bush beans. If you still have enough time before your first frost, bush beans are one of the easiest August crops to try. Many varieties mature in roughly 50 to 60 days, and because beans like warm soil, you can generally direct sow them rather than starting them indoors. That's a big advantage when you're trying to squeeze another harvest out of the season. The biggest thing to watch is moisture. August soil can dry out surprisingly quickly, especially in the shallow area where those seeds are germinating. So keep the seed zone consistently moist while they're getting established, but don't keep the entire bed soaking wet. And if one of your summer crops has just finished producing, beans can be an excellent way to put that space back to work. Your rule for beans: if you have enough growing time, plant them directly and keep that seed zone moist. 2. Cucumbers. Cucumbers are another excellent August possibility, provided you still have enough warm weather remaining. The reference examples we looked at included varieties that mature in roughly 50 to 60 days, so fast varieties are what you want to look for. And August warmth can actually help them get moving quickly. If you're short on garden space, consider growing them vertically on a trellis or other sturdy support. That can make a huge difference in a smaller garden and keeps those long vines from taking over your walking space. But don't forget about water. Cucumbers are growing rapidly, and a hot August afternoon can pull moisture from the soil very quickly. So give them fertile, well-drained soil and consistent moisture while they're establishing. And before you plant, check your calendar. If your first frost is too close for the variety to mature, don't waste the seed simply because it's August. Your rule for cucumbers: choose a fast variety, count backward from frost, and give the young plants consistent moisture. 3. Zucchini and summer squash. If your first zucchini has finally given up, or pests and disease ruined your earlier planting, August may give you another chance. Summer squash and zucchini can grow remarkably quickly in warm conditions, with some varieties maturing in roughly 45 to 60 days. That's exactly what makes them interesting for a late-season planting. But before you plant one, look at the space you have available. A tiny zucchini seed can turn into a surprisingly large plant, so don't squeeze it into a narrow corner where you'll eventually have to fight your own garden to get around it. And just like the other warm season crops, you need enough growing time remaining. If frost is only a few weeks away, this isn't the crop I would choose. But if you still have a substantial warm weather window, a fast variety can give you another opportunity for fresh squash. There's also a practical advantage to a late planting. If your earlier crop was destroyed by summer pests or disease, you're not necessarily finished for the year. Your rule for zucchini: use a fast variety, give it room, and only plant it if your remaining warm weather window is long enough. 4. Kale. Now we're moving into a completely different type of crop. Kale is one of the vegetables I would start thinking about when your goal shifts from squeezing out another summer harvest to building your fall garden. Kale handles cooler conditions very well and can continue producing into late fall, with some varieties tolerating light frost. But this is where our "even if it's hot" promise needs an important qualification. If you're still dealing with brutal summer temperatures, I would not automatically throw kale seeds into the hottest part of the garden and hope for the best. Instead, depending on your climate, consider starting young plants somewhere protected from the harshest afternoon heat. You can keep the seedlings manageable while the weather is still difficult, then move them outside when conditions become more favorable. And this is a pattern you'll see with several of the crops coming up. August can be the right month to start something without necessarily August being the right month to put it directly into scorching soil. Kale is a great example of that. Your rule for kale: start preparing for the fall crop now, but protect young plants if your August heat is still intense. And that's the first 4. We've already covered fast warm season crops like beans, cucumbers and zucchini, plus our first major fall crop, kale. But the next group gets even more interesting because we're moving into vegetables that can give you fall harvests from relatively small spaces, and one of them has a seed that can fail simply because the top layer of soil dries out for a few hours. That's where we're going next.
5. Lettuce. Lettuce is one of the crops where your August conditions really matter. If your temperatures are already starting to moderate, you may be able to sow some varieties directly. But if you're still dealing with intense afternoon heat, I'd rather see you start lettuce somewhere protected. A small seed tray or container gives you much more control over moisture and temperature while those tiny seedlings are getting established. And don't forget that lettuce can bolt quickly when temperatures stay high. So if your garden is still extremely hot, don't force it. Give the seedlings some protection from the harshest afternoon sun. Keep the growing medium consistently moist and move them toward their permanent location when conditions become more favorable. Your rule for lettuce: if it's cooling down, plant. If it's still brutally hot, start protected and wait for better conditions. 6. Carrots. Carrots are one of the best crops for a fall garden, but they have one frustrating weakness: germination. The seeds are small, and that top layer of soil where they're sitting can dry out surprisingly fast in August. And if it dries out repeatedly while the seeds are trying to germinate, you can end up with a disappointing, patchy row. So carrots should generally be direct-sown because their roots don't appreciate being disturbed. Prepare a loose planting area, sow the seeds at the recommended depth, and then focus on one thing: consistent moisture in the seed zone. You don't need to soak the entire garden every few hours, you just need to prevent that shallow layer from repeatedly drying out. And once they're established, carrots become considerably easier to manage. Your rule for carrots: direct sow them, keep the seed zone consistently moist, and don't panic if germination isn't immediate. 7. Beets. If you want a crop that gives you more than one way to harvest it, beets deserve a place on your August list. You get the roots underneath the soil, but the greens are useful too, so one planting can give you 2 types of food. Like carrots, beets are best direct sown rather than transplanted. And they become particularly attractive as temperatures begin cooling because they tolerate cooler conditions much better than many summer vegetables. But don't make the mistake of planting them and immediately forgetting about them. During August, the seed bed still needs consistent moisture while those seeds are getting started. Once established, they're much less demanding. And if your summer garden has left you with an empty section of bed, beets are a good way to turn that space into another productive planting instead of letting it sit unused. Your rule for beets: direct sow them, keep them evenly moist during establishment, and let cooler weather work in your favor. 8. Turnips. Turnips are one of those vegetables that don't always get the attention they deserve. They're relatively quick, they handle cool weather well, and you can harvest both the roots and the greens. That makes them particularly useful when you're trying to get another productive crop from a garden bed before winter. Like carrots and beets, turnips should generally be direct sown. And if your soil is still extremely hot, you may want to wait until conditions become more manageable rather than forcing the seeds into stressful conditions. But once temperatures begin moving in the right direction, turnips can be a very practical fall crop. They're also a good choice for gardeners who don't want another complicated transplanting project. Your rule for turnips: direct sow them when conditions are manageable, keep the seed bed moist, and use them for both roots and greens. 10. Broccoli. Now we're getting into one of the crops that causes the most confusion in August. You may see broccoli listed everywhere as a fall crop and think, great, I'll just put some seeds in the ground today. Not necessarily. If your August temperatures are still extremely high, tiny broccoli seedlings can struggle badly. That's why, depending on your climate, starting broccoli in a tray or using healthy transplants may make much more sense. The goal is to have the plants establish themselves so they're ready to grow strongly as temperatures begin to cool. And this is where your first frost date becomes important again. Broccoli needs enough time to mature, so don't simply follow a calendar date from another gardener. Check the variety you're growing, look at its days to maturity, and work backwards from your expected frost. If you're in a cooler region, August may already be an excellent time to get started. If you're somewhere still experiencing brutal heat, protected starts may be the smarter approach. Your rule for broccoli: don't confuse August crop with plant directly into scorching soil. And now we've covered all the crops that give you some of the most useful options for the transition into fall. But there's still one group I don't want you overlooking. These are the crops that can become incredibly productive as temperatures drop, and one of them can reward you for continuing to harvest well after summer is gone. And that's where we're heading next. 10. Peas. And finally, peas. Peas can be a wonderful late-season crop because they become especially sweet when they're harvested in cooler weather. But there's an important catch: peas aren't as forgiving of frost and freezing conditions as some of the hardiest fall vegetables. So, before you plant, check the days to maturity on your variety and work backwards from your expected frost. You want enough time for the plants to produce pods before a hard freeze arrives. And if your area is still extremely hot, don't rush them into scorching soil just because it's August. Wait until conditions become more reasonable if necessary. Once they're growing, give climbing varieties some support and keep the soil evenly moist while they're getting established. Your rule for peas: count backwards from frost, choose a relatively fast variety, and don't gamble your entire planting on one late sowing. And now you have all 10. But I want to leave you with something more useful than just a list of vegetables. Because after everything we've covered, the biggest mistake would be walking outside tomorrow and planting all 10 simply because this video told you they can be grown in August. That's not how I want you gardening. Instead, look at your garden and ask 3 questions. First, how hot is it right now?
If you're dealing with extreme heat, prioritize the crops that actually tolerate those conditions and consider starting vulnerable crops somewhere protected. Second, how much growing time do you have left? Find your approximate first frost date and compare it with the days to maturity on the variety you're growing. And remember to give yourself some breathing room. Third, what space is becoming available? If a cucumber, tomato, squash or bean plant has genuinely finished, you don't have to leave that bed empty until spring. Prepare that space now and use it for your next crop when the conditions are right. So, let's quickly recap. Bush beans can give you another fast, warm season harvest. Cucumbers can still work if you have enough warm days remaining. Zucchini and summer squash can give you another opportunity after an earlier crop has finished. Kale is an excellent bridge into cooler weather. Lettuce can be started now, but may need protection if August heat is still intense. Carrots and beets can be direct sown, with consistent moisture especially important during germination. Turnips give you useful roots and greens. Broccoli may be better started as a protected seedling or transplant when conditions are too hot. And peas can give you a sweet fall harvest if you have enough time before frost. So if your garden looks tired right now, don't assume the season is over. August can be a transition, not an ending. You don't have to plant everything, you don't have to rush, and you certainly don't have to fight extreme heat just because the calendar says it's time. Choose the crops that fit your climate, your remaining growing window, and the conditions in your garden. And that's how you turn a hot August garden into a productive fall garden. Now I'd love to hear from you. What are your temperatures like right now, and which of these 10 vegetables are you planning to plant? Tell me where you're gardening and what you're growing down in the comments. Your answer might help another gardener in a similar climate decide what to plant too. And if this video helped you figure out what you can still grow this August, subscribe to Easy Gardening for Seniors for more simple, practical gardening advice. I'll see you in the next one.